wow, yeah. What's up, everybody? It's been a long time. I can't even I physically don't remember the last time we did the show. I know it was back in December, but it's hard for me to think that far back. So, right?
Oh
It's
God.
nice to be back. Hopefully we'll have some cool stuff for y'all to talk about. I think we do. But yeah, man, nice to be here.
What's cracking, y'all? It has been, like Kaz said, so long, and it feels weird almost to be back, but I'm glad to be back with these people. Got some people missing today, but that's okay. They'll be here next show. And we got a whole bunch of topics. We got topics from the end of December that we didn't get to cover, topics that happened over Christmas, over New Year's. We got some topics that happened last week, this week. It's just going to be popping tonight. So be active in the chat. And yeah.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of missed the show. It's been a minute. It always feels like it's been a while, even if we just missed one. But we got a pretty good chunk of stuff to talk about. A lot's changed since the last time. One of which being the fact that we got to start hitting the old man jokes on Kevin too now.
Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, whoa.
Yep.
I don't know about that, man. We might have to. We're gonna have to discuss that further.
But man,
Well, no, because technically, as soon as that day hit, it was 30 years. So now I'm working on my 31st year. So I'm technically over 30.
somebody
It
said
already does. My
that one
my
dude was
actual
like,
body check engine light.
that one dude was like he turned 30 and got a hangover in his knee. I guess they kind
I
of been
mean,
dipping their feet in the water, like
yeah.
just
It was
here
They
and
only a
probably
there.
matter
saw
of
how
time,
good
man.
Xbox was doing. They're like, I want some of that.
Mhm.
Because we know these game companies, they don't want some of the money. They want all the money.
Every
That's
last
true.
little bit.
Like with it, when Master Chief Collection went to PC, I forgot how many downloads they announced that went down, or how many purchases for the whole collection and for the game individually. But it was a lot. Like it was,
I think
and
it
it
broke
didn't
the
really,
download for a bit.
yeah, it didn't really cost them anything extra. Like they already had it. They just had to adapt it a little bit, which is,
Yeah.
I
I
don't know.
think just let the. It's like we said with the PS Now. It's like I don't want to play your game on your software. I built my stuff so I could play it on my hardware. Like now that they're thinking about bringing it in, maybe doing like not a Uplay where it's $20 a month for the same game, but like 5, 6. I'd even pay $10, maybe. for like a Game Pass PS PlayStation style thing, that'd be the way to go. No more launchers. Fame, they said you're muted.
You're getting really hyped up, man. I can hear him.
I can hear. Are we all muted?
Oh, that'd be funny.
Wow, I was muted.
Just you
Oh.
or everybody?
Just me. Just me.
Okay, cool. So like what we should do then is just leave that as it is, move on, and then come back and we'll each take turns dubbing your
He was going off, y'all.
Y'all don't think it's funny that like gaming started with PC and it's about to turn around and just go right back to only PC?
I don't think it'll ever go exclusively only PC because there's just
it's especially to run the games like anywhere close to what like especially a just released modern gen console can do. Like that's a really expensive PC, and I guarantee you not everybody's down for that. A lot of people are going to be like, it's much easier for me to buy this box that's like not, it's expensive, but it's not several $1,000s like a nice PC would be.
So everything I said at the beginning of the podcast is no one heard it. I feel stupid.
No.
You were very passionate.
Okay.
Though. I think you communicated it like through pantomime. I feel like they really felt you.
They got the hand motions. They got the
The facial expressions, man.
I think, and there's something just so like nostalgic. Like as much as I love playing on PC, sometimes when you fire up the old console, it's like, oh, okay, brings me back to when I was a kid. Playing SNES. It's like, oh, this is nice.
Yeah. And then
hey,
like
everybody in the chat, thanks for rocking with us. Sorry, Dallas.
What's up, chat?
But
on the developer side, there is an advantage to just having this one piece of hardware that does not change for a set of years, and this is what you develop it for. You don't have to worry about
true.
This, yeah, it's.
100%
I think a
true.
PC would probably be harder. Since talked about this before, there's so many variations of hardware that people have that no 10 systems are going to be the same. So
I just think at the end of the day, Sony, they dipping their toe in the water. They saying, "Yo, is Microsoft really making money putting the games on PC?" And will we devalue our brand? Will we devalue this $60 purchase? Will we devalue your purchase if we put the games on PC? At the end of the day, as long as the games ain't day and date, they're gonna make out because they're gonna sell 9-10 millions on the front end and then release it on PC. And sell another couple of mil on the back end. I mean, look at Halo Reach. It sold like crazy on the back end. Yo, shout out to iDizzy, man. One of the originals on this podcast.
What's up, iDizzy?
Dizzy, we're 4 from 100. Everybody's coming back, but it includes you, sir.
You got to, because you're the only original that I haven't met yet. So,
Bang, the meme box.
I feel like
What?
It's not okay.
Get the meme box. Like
it's up.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait. I see what you're saying.
Oh, you gotta fix it, cause man, I can't miss this one.
They can miss it. It's okay. They can miss it all.
I think I'm gonna stretch this box out, and that'll kind of make everything fit.
Don't stop.
if I stretch out this box, like it'll make like we don't have to like
start calling you Demi. So yeah,
My
talking
name
about
is Fame, ENT2K.
consoles.
I like women and wine.
To something to do something. Sorry.
Y'all hear about the poor old little console called? Is it a console? I mean, it's not really. The Stadia. What's happening with that?
I didn't know I didn't know Stadia was a thing.
That was a deep breath.
Until J-Dub like demoed it for us at San Antonio. He was like, "Yo, about my PC, let's check out Stadia." and we was like, oh, none of your games are running.
Well, so, and the problem with that is too, like you can't put that all on Stadia. The internet at that place was pretty terrible.
It was bad.
So
Yeah.
you need good internet for sure if you're going to stream games.
And that's the point.
Yeah.
Results
Yeah.
may vary. Google and
You can't. He has single player games on there that you can't play offline. That's the problem with streaming. That's why it's gonna be 15 years before we don't need a dedicated, maybe 30 years before we don't need a dedicated offline, because the internet isn't where it needs to be. Period.
Exactly. I think these companies forget that not everybody has fiber. Some people are barely off dial-up sometimes. Like, I have somebody who lives way out in the boonies that pays $400 a month for just basic internet, trying to survive. I'm like, cool.
So let me ask you this, Dallas, while we still here. As a primarily you're a PlayStation gamer, right? Is that fair to say? That's your primary place to play?
Primarily, yeah. I go back and forth between that and Switch, but yeah.
I know the answer to this because you're a real gamer. You're not an idiot. But do you would it bother you these games come to PC? The Last of Us 2 came to PC. Let's say it won't happen, right? So I don't want nobody saying Fame said it's gonna happen, but The Last of Us 2 comes to PC day one. You upset?
No, and I'll tell you why. Because then I get to hit up Hugger and be like, "Say, bro, you played that Last of Us? Boy, it was fine." Yeah, so I get to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people where, like, if I like something, I want everybody I know to be like, I want to be able to talk about it with people.
Right?
And it don't have to
I don't
really
get
be
this
everybody I
gatekeeping.
know, but yeah.
And so to stay on that, Kevin, who's he's primarily a PC gamer. Kevin, if we get that Sony launcher and they bring their games over day and date, do you continue to buy PlayStation consoles?
Most likely, yeah. But here's my thing about it. I like having every option available to me, and that doesn't apply to everybody. Obviously, I'll buy every console I can, and just have them all, just so I can play whatever game I want. But I feel like the whole devaluation argument, if you make your game less exclusive, is kind of I don't see the ground it has to stand on, because at the end of the day, you've got like three potential markets that you're looking at. You've got people who own just a PlayStation and no PC. You've got people who own a PC and no PlayStation, or you have people who have both. By extending access to a whole nother half of that, you're gonna gain money. There's no way you won't. And it's not, you don't have to lower the price of your game or anything like that. People who want it for their PlayStation and only own that are going to still buy it for that. The people who didn't have a PlayStation and now have access to it for PC are going to buy it. The determining factor is the game good? If the game is good, people are going to buy it no matter what.
For people who are watching, take those, rewind, take those two questions, those two people, snip it, and post it on Twitter, because those are the only, those are some of the best answers you're going to hear on this topic. But I'm not going to leave out Hugger, because she's also a primarily PC gamer. So Hugger, I ask you, if we get PlayStation games at some point, day and date, on a PlayStation launcher, will you continue to buy PlayStation consoles?
Yes, because I like having the console, because I'm a bit of a collector. But like you said, if the game's not good, it doesn't matter what console it's on. I'm not going to buy it. If it's a hot piece of garbage, it don't matter. But if it's good, then I'm going to want to buy it. Like, I can't tell. I have 3 different versions of The Witcher. Do I need 3 different versions of The Witcher? No. But it's so good that I want it on everything. So just give it to me. If it's good, like Final Fantasy.
Somebody like me or something, they might even get me to buy both copies. They'll make money off me twice.
Exactly. Give it to me. I just want it.
If they were talking about some like niche PC or PS exclusive that it was well reviewed and well met and everything, but it didn't sell like crazy, I don't think it'll matter as much if they make that available on any other platform. But when you're talking about a game that you pretty much know is going to be amazing, like The Last of Us or any major release that Sony has, because they do have good exclusives, you're not going to hurt yourself by making that available on PC as well. Because I guarantee you, even the people that are upset, they're still going to buy the damn game. They're not going to be like, no, I won't experience this awesome game now because you decided to sell it elsewhere too.
I'm on game strike. I will not have fun.
I guarantee you, anyone who tries, within the first week or two, seeing little snippets online or something, if they love that game and that franchise so much, they're going to buy it. They couldn't
Mhm.
resist.
And on a
What's the
personal
point
level,
of playing a video game if you're gonna be the one that plays it?
exactly. I'm one of those people who like I will wait for a game. I go out of my way to kind of try not to double dip. Sometimes like I'll wait for a game to come out on whichever platform I want to play it on. But in some cases, I just got to. Like some
Yeah.
cases, I want this
Some
on this and this on that.
yeah, like Red Dead Redemption 2. I got it on PC and I've been playing a lot, and I'm like, I waited because it's the console I wanted it on. I got it on PC. I can do what I want, but some games you're just like, I gotta get it for this, and then when it comes out for this, I gotta get it for that. Like GTA, I bought GTA way too many times.
I
I
feel
had
like the
Skyrim on
only-
PS3. I got it on
Oh.
PS4. Nokia Engage, Ouya, like you know everything.
Oh god, the Ouya.
I get it on Stadia.
Yep. Like there's some games you just want and you gotta have
Yeah.
it. I don't think it's gonna hurt nobody. It's gonna put more money in their pockets. That's why they keep re-releasing Skyrim. It ain't hurting nobody. It's still a buggy mess. A decade later, it's still gonna be a buggy mess 20 years from now. But
we
they
do-
still gonna sell it.
But
Yeah.
on the Switch, it's a buggy mess with the Master Sword in it.
Yeah, I
so-
do know Skyrim coming out
Exactly.
next year, right? It's coming out again. Y'all are aware of this, right?
You know
the
Skyrim, GTA
redefined
5.
edition or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get it. Skyrim. Please don't.
So
You can play it on your fridge.
while we're here on the topic of PlayStation and PlayStation 5, we did get first we originally got like a 6-second clip of Godfall, and then I don't know if they decided to release it, but we soon after we had gotten a actual trailer of Godfall, and so everyone's seen it, right? I don't need to play it. Everyone's seen it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
We seen it, but play it anyway.
I don't have it queued. I don't have it queued up.
I'm about to just watch it again.
I will get it queued up, but I want to get y'all's thoughts on Godfall, because me personally, when I seen it, I was like, oh, this looks like a game that was from this gen, and they decided to push it back to next gen. Like, I don't really see oh my god, this is the next gen. Granted, it was just a small trailer, right? I don't want to beat me up for that. I get that, but I'm just like, so this is what can't run on PS4.
I'm rewatching it right now, so I'll be fresh for my answer.
So I'm like,
Yeah, I'm here.
I'm gonna pull it up, but I need one of y'all to let me know what y'all think as y'all are watching it.
I'm gonna take my glasses off and watch it.
Kevin, what do you think? Godfall will this be that? Because I'm not gonna lie, when I first heard what it was, I'm like, oh, this might end up being the
The trailer looked cool.
You know what though? Okay, so this is what I say. When I heard what it was, my first thought and still my current thought is I'm gonna play it. I'm down for it. It's not what I would call a system seller, but it scratches that itch for me a little bit. Like it's the sort of multiplayer game I would play.
What's the game that came out on PS4 at the beginning of the gen, and then it went to Xbox later? It came out on PS4 and PC. Warframe. When I first heard, I was like, oh, it's gonna be the Warframe.
It
of
looks
next
like
gen.
Warframe.
Yeah.
I said it's gonna be the Warframe of next gen, and that's not a shot. That's not necessarily a bad thing, because Warframe is still
Warframe
beloved by a lot of people. But it doesn't look like that. Oh my God, this is the ninth. Was it? Wait a minute, ninth gen. What gen are we on? Ninth gen. This is the ninth gen. Like I didn't see that from the trailer. It looked like a game that was supposed to come out this gen, and they pushed it back to next gen. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong.
Looked like a good game.
Like I said,
good.
it's not necessarily a
Right.
bad thing.
Warframe.
It's just like, oh my God, this is it. Like this is the game. I don't see that in this game, and it could just be me.
I'm getting a mix of like Warframe and what was that game that Epic Games killed? Oh crap, Paragon.
Paragon.
Oh yeah.
Because this
Yo,
is
I
supposed.
like
Actually-
the art styles.
What do you think, Kevin?
I was gonna say I got distracted for a moment, but I actually really like Paragon. It was like
Paragon was so good.
I've played Dota 2, I've played League of Legends, and Paragon was the MOBA that I most enjoyed. And then it went away, and I was like, oh, okay, peace.
At least all the assets are available.
Yeah.
I played it and I liked it.
Yeah, it was good. I don't know. Godfall just looks kind of like another
It looks okay.
Black Desert kind of thing.
Oh,
It just
yeah,
looks
to me,
okay.
The game that it most reminded me of when I saw it with the reveal trailer and this gameplay trailer, Too Human.
Okay.
And I
Ooh.
had to
Okay.
ask a friend of mine to help me remember the name of 2 Human because I had been searching for it forever, and I was like, I cannot remember this game, but I remembered the premise and like the art style in my head, and I was like, that was the first vibe I got was that
I
game.
understand that though.
Yeah.
I can get how watching that trailer you think it's a spiritual successor to Two Human. Like it makes sense.
Oh, Chris Righteous. That's another game I thought about. It does look like Lords of the Fallen. And that game was hella mid. Y'all remember that game?
Barely.
It was it was hella mid. And that's one of the things I thought of when I saw it as well was like, oh, this Lords of the Fallen. I didn't like that game. Like it was okay at its absolute like top tier best. It was like a okay. All right, this is cool, but I'm not. I don't. What?
Oh, I died. I just got dead.
Well, we've been away for so long, they may have forgot what it's like. So I was like, hey guys, it's the meme box.
Oh snap!
That's why I can't.
Oh well,
take y'all
welcome
anymore.
back, y'all.
Welcome back to the meme box. Oh my god. That's why we don't. I can't take y'all nowhere. Oh.
You're right.
Wow. Well, since we
You're
being
right.
disrespectful, I may as well just start posting it.
So chat, like the people in the chat, people who are watching, I want y'all input. Like for the 12 people that's watching right now, I want y'all input. What do you guys think about Godfall? Like, does it look like that? Oh my god, next gen experience type game? Now, to be fair, the developers came out and said that this was year-old PC footage. That could mean 2 different things. One, then it's going to be a lot of different things that's going to be changed with this game when it releases. Or 2, a year-old PC. Yeah, we had like 2080s releasing like a year ago, so that doesn't really say much because those are powerful cards. So I'm just like, I don't really know which way to go with this because you could say, yeah, that's a year-old PC. Yeah, a year ago we had people running RTX 2080, so that doesn't say a lot about the game. So I don't know if that was like damage control. Like, hey, this is a year-old PC footage, so it'll look better later. Like, what does that really mean?
Damage control.
Exactly.
That's damage control all the way. Because like, who shows year-old footage for a game that they're trying to get people hyped about?
Well, no, and supposedly it was leaked. That wasn't supposed to be released.
No, it was leaked. The first pictures of Assassin's Creed Origins of Bayek standing at the pyramid. Those were leaked. This is like, we're gonna leak it, but we're not gonna leak it.
Wolflow says he can't gather F-all from that trailer. Yeah, it's just a lot of slashing. I mean, it's a slasher. What do they call it? A slashing shooter, a slasher, slashing looter,
Loot
shooter.
Yeah.
It won't be no shooter. So yeah, loot and slasher.
It sounds like a piece of sausage with a
loot scooting buggy.
That was terrible.
Dizzy says, depends on how hardcore versus casual it is. I prefer Diablo 2 rather than 3 because it's more hardcore and whatnot. Makes the time. I prefer Diablo 2. I can't wait for Diablo 4.
My man, Double TJ says it looks like a great value version of Destiny and Wolf.
Damn.
Cold-blooded. My man said great value.
That is pretty savage.
I'm not gonna sit here and lie like I'm not gonna play it anyway. Just to
see
if
I would not be shocked if it was a free-to-play game.
You know what got me more hyped in like 30 seconds than watching the Godfall stuff was Elden Ring. From Software's new game.
I was just about to say I learned as much about the story from that trailer as I learned about Elden Ring from that trailer.
Yeah. Like, I don't care what's happening in Elden Ring. Am I going to finish it? No, because I suck. But am I going to play it? Yeah.
Who's developing Godfall? It's oh my god.
I can't remember.
It's not Epic, is it?
It's Gearbox.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, okay.
God, I couldn't get it out.
That's what she said.
No, that's up.
Mm-hmm.
Not out.
So
Gearbox.
We're on this year's Gen 9, or this cycle's Gen 9?
This is Gen 9.
But let's talk about some heartbreaking news of delays of multiple. Oh my! I think this is the most delays we've seen in in a week. We got Dying Light, which pushed back indefinitely. Final Fantasy, Cyberpunk. I feel like there was like 2 or 3 other ones.
Okay, so Final Fantasy got pushed back. Cyberpunk got pushed back. Technically, Ori got pushed back. We're talking about games this year that got pushed back.
Yeah.
Like I said,
Dying Light.
I think a couple of things is happening. One, I think they're trying to get close. They're trying to get close. Oh, Avengers.
Oh yeah, Avengers. A whole some Ubisoft games also got pushed back, which I think means Watchdog Legion.
I'm gonna keep it $150. Pushing back this game's giving me a reason to wait until I get my Series X or PS5 to play these games. Because we're hearing already that the Cyberpunk is delayed because the PS4 and the OG Xbox are trash. That's what they saying. Especially on
They didn't say that.
They said they trash.
It's outdated hardware, okay?
Yeah.
And they're trying to make a game that's pushing the boundaries of what's currently possible. So that's a whole lot of tweaking that you got to do.
I would just hate to see it being delayed because we're being held back.
No, this is what drove me crazy when I heard the news. It's like, well, they're pushing it. It's like, guys, Witcher 3 was pushed back twice, I think. Once was like 6 months and then another one was like a few weeks. It's like, Witcher 3 got pushed back. Like, if you want to rush these companies and let them not make a full complete game, look at Witcher 3. Go back to that example. Just the DLC Blood and Wine alone was its own game. Could have been its own game, but they released it for free. Like, let these companies take their time. Like, Witcher 3 is not perfect, yes, but it's a full game. Imagine that. Complaining over a company trying to give you a full game. I can't relate.
Crazy. And the thing about that is, well, y'all know how I feel about like delays as a whole, just in general. But until they give me reason not to, I'm gonna always trust CD Projekt Red in delaying. Y'all can't act like Square Enix's whole career is not delaying stuff. Like ever since they became Square Enix, like think about how long we waited 15 years for Final Fantasy 15.
But when did you become a ventriloquist?
Look how.
Oh, now you're moving again. For a while, you was like, but your mouth is like,
how long we waited for Kingdom Hearts 3. Look how long we wait for pretty much every big Square Enix game.
To get Tomb Raider rebooted, yep.
It's not the first or second time Final Fantasy 7 has been delayed, so it's not like it should be a surprise at this point.
Yeah, I just let it go, people. I mean, they could ship what's the one I was just talking about? Wrestling, where it stops working on the new year. They could ship a half broken game, a half mess game. What do you want?
Wolflow, you and me are like this, son, because I wanted Cyberpunk to be third person. I don't. It looks weird. I'm excited for the game. I've been having a pre-order for the longest time. I'm gonna play the game, but my God, it just something about that game does not seem right in first person. And it just something seems wrong about that game being in first person.
If you get it on PC, you can mod it.
No, like a lot of
games anyway.
like a good portion of first person games that I'll play, like I'm like, okay, this first person, but like some games like it needs to be third person, and that's one of them. That's just me.
Well, if I saw you get it on PC, you can mod it.
Like I wish Destiny had a third person mode. Mind you, I don't mind it being in first person, but I wish I can switch to third person. Because you know when you pull out of your character and you actually see your character dance with that's my beat, it looks super dope. Like it looks super dope. I wish, and I don't know if it's first person fatigue.
Any game where you customize your character was third person, because why waste all that time making them look all dope and stuff?
Exactly. That's why I'm convinced there's going to be an option to switch, because you put so much time into customizing your character. Like, why put it first person?
But have y'all ever looked into what goes into making like a first person mode, or like switching from first person to third person?
Oh, I need to screenshot Dallas.
Look at Red Dead and GTA. It's wonky when you go into first person. Like GTA is probably when they finally put in the first person. It's ugly, and Red Dead is it's better, but not as much. Dallas, ooh,
No,
oh,
this looks
Wait,
good
what
in
happened?
first person though. Like I'm watching the
your
gameplay
camera done
demo
moved.
again, and it does look good.
Oh no.
I think
What
they're
Fang face he up to something?
giving an option. He was screenshotting
You
your
up to
face.
something? What you up to?
I'm thinking about playing with that picture so I can give you a PS5 secured picture.
Oh god.
I know you up to something. Matter of fact, here, just to make y'all feel better.
Why you gotta do Steve like that?
This whole time off, I should have been preparing for the meme box. Yo, Lee, is it Lee or is it Lay? Craven God, what's up, brother? Lee says, I do prefer Cyberpunk to be in third person, so I'm not the only one. And driving in first person is not only brutal. Driving, if people who do drive racing in first person are terrible people in life. You drive in real life in first person. Don't drive no video game that way. That's terrible.
That's crazy
That's-
because like
For
playing
some
Far
people,
Cry and
that's
stuff,
the
I'm
part
like,
of the
why
thing.
do I have
They
to-
want it to be realistic.
Like if I'm in a
As much as I love Far Cry, I hate driving in that game because it's like, I
You know, as
I-
much as I agree
know
with
what I
you
mean.
guys, I think we can all agree people that play racing games with their keyboard, they're just horrible people. How do you do that?
if you're in
You're
a race,
monsters.
if you're in a racing sim, like you got like a racer controller, first person, cool. But if you got a controller or mouse or keyboard, you look stupid. And Cyberpunk should be in first. It should be in third person. Sorry, it would be a better game. Third person makes you better.
That's a strong opinion. Man.
Third person games are better than first person games.
Also,
depends.
And I love first person games. Don't get it twisted.
Are you trying to turn into the hot take guy? Is that what this is? You're like, let me drop
Hot
hot takes, get them reactions. People going come at me and hit that like button.
Come at me, bro.
Like, but either way, it's attention.
That's okay, because next
Okay.
we're going at E3 we're gonna get like a it's gonna say Sony, and then it's gonna say Naughty Dog. Y'all gonna get hype, and it's gonna be Uncharted.
Sony's not gonna be there.
It's gonna be Uncharted at first person. Enjoy. They don't want to play
Sony's not gonna be there.
Oh, when they come back, they'll come back eventually. They will
I think
Sony,
E3 will go away before Sony comes back.
yeah,
probably.
like
It'll
many
just
companies
get
jump
replaced
ship
by
this.
developer ones that host their own.
You know what? I'm gonna host E3 out of my house moving forward. I'm gonna get like 3 developers. And
More people probably watch
I was
that.
gonna say it's gonna be called E3 because there's only gonna be 3 of us.
Oh, you see what Dizzy just said? He
What?
said fame was better when we couldn't hear him. This is blasphemy. Ooh,
I'm
Sony's
just
not
saying.
gonna get back to E3 unless like they need to. If
I don't think they
PS5
need to.
backfires on them, they'll be back. If not,
it's just so many companies really done jump ship this year. It's like, why am I gonna watch this?
What is up?
oh, that was one. I don't care.
Can you say technically Microsoft is at E3 even though they're not like in the convention center? They're like down the street. They just announce stuff during the time of E3. Are they really at E3?
Yes, it's still. You still
I don't know.
Is
I
it-
mean, that's the only reason most people watch the show.
Unless you're trying to be super technical, yeah, you at
Mm.
E3. Otherwise, it's just like Nintendo Direct with other games.
this E3 is in because I said it toward the end of the gen. Microsoft needed to focus more on doing right for next gen more than trying to catch the Sony this gen because it's impossible because the PS4 is a goddamn monster. We know this, right? It's a monster. You can't compete with it. It is what it is. I do think that if they reveal Series X at an event before, then they can make E3 all about games. That'll do a lot for them moving forward. And you know, apparently, the Sony has a rumored event that's supposed to be happening in February. They can knock us. It's gonna be a great year, man. 2020 and the 9th gen is gonna be hot, yo. Like it's gonna be hot. My man Craven guy says Sony is cocky, but I don't think they're PS3 era cocky. For the love of God, never in your life, Sony be PS3 cocky. Don't think you can ship out a $600 console that looks like it's ugly, and then not really had nothing to push at the beginning. Because toward the end of the PS3, it was a banger. Yeah, the end of the PS3 era, like they was like pushing out games, like they was really hitting it. Like Uncharted was in its prime, like they was doing this thing.
I don't think companies can be cocky like that anymore. There's just look at back then, gaming was still kind of niche, but now you have the companies that have members that never play video games, but the board, like mainstream gaming stuff, is going on to the mainstream news, and like. As much as I don't like him, Ninja has been on newspapers, like credible newspapers and stuff. So it's like, gaming, you can't. Yeah, right. They can't do the same things that they used to do, that they do now. Like $600, I think, would be a blasphemous that they try to do that now. They would get roasted by everybody.
I think a lot of people are expecting $100 difference between the Series X and the PS5. I think both consoles coming in at $500. I really do.
Y'all, I just want to bring this up for no reason. My favorite thing about the launch of the PS3 was them using the Sam Raimi Spider-Man font and acting like nobody was gonna know.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
They did rip that font.
That's my favorite thing about that, and my second favorite thing is that boomerang controller they tried to get over with before.
Oh God, that was
that was ugly.
I love. Somebody did a comparison photo of all the consoles. It's like. The PS2 was the regular font. The PS3 was the bold. The PS4 is the italic. So what is the next one going to look like? Wolflow says, no more Japanese games. Oh, see, we can't get jiggy with that. And and remasters every conference. Ooh, we can't get jiggy. Because they just announced they were re-releasing Final Fantasy VIII, and I was like, yeah.
I don't want a bunch of remasters. This gen was the gen of remasters.
What?
I don't want a whole bunch of remasters.
Tell me? You mean to tell me, I don't know if y'all played this game, but you mean to tell me you wouldn't go for Legend of Dragoon?
Oh, I would go for that.
Come on.
Yep.
Man. Nah, keep the remakes coming. Come on, because eventually you're going to remake something out.
Yo, if they do Dino Crisis right, if they're actually going to do it, give it to me. Dino Crisis was so good.
But the problem is we're going to get like The Last of Us 2 remastered. Like, it won't be like the stuff we want. It'll be stuff from this gen. And that's the problem. It's going to be, we're going to get a Sunset Overdrive remaster for PS5. Like, that's what's going to happen. That's the problem.
So disrespectful. That'd be so disrespectful.
Like, Dino Crisis and stuff like that, stuff that we want, we won't get. We're going to get stuff like The Last of Us 2 remastered. And that's a fact.
You know why some of these games... A good example is I don't know if you guys ever played it. It's No One Lives Forever and No One Lives Forever 2. They were like a James Bond style game, but with a female lead. Kind of like it's a spy game, but set in the 60s with a female lead. Great game. I have a website where you can download it on PC, but you cannot buy it anymore because it's like it was that weird era of like early 2000s where Vivendi was buying a whole bunch of game companies and then just abandoned them. So nobody knows who owns these games. And I feel like that's going to happen a lot. Like, nobody knows who owns these, so we won't get some of these remakes anymore. Because apparently, before we got the news of Final Fantasy VIII, nobody had the original files for it. So, I don't know.
Hey,
there's some games I just want to see.
Everyone that's watching, give us your price for the new consoles. My man Rain G4 said PS5 coming in at $489.95, which is a weird number, by the way, sir. If you would have said like $449, like maybe $479, but $489 is a weird number.
I think both are going to be $549.99.
Boy, I'd be upset.
I feel it.
I want everyone to chat. Let us know the price. I think both would be $500 even. I don't think either one's going to give the other one a chance to undercut. I just don't see it.
Even,
and if these consoles are as powerful as they're rumored to be, there's no way you can put them out at $400. $1, Bob. Is that an old man joke? Wolflow?
That is.
We appreciate you. My man Other Zinc say PS5 $499, Xbox Series X $499. Dizzy, it's $599. Are you out of your mind? Heck no. I wouldn't. I'm not gonna say what I want by day one.
I was about to say. Let me ask you this: if they are both 600 each? Are you going to sit there and tell me you're not going to buy either one? Most likely both at some point.
Especially if we get that Halo Infinite.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you.
If I get a Halo Infinite themed console day one, yeah, I'm buying it.
That's the problem and that's what I was going to ask you too, because I think you brought that up at PAX, was if the customized limited edition one was 600 or even 650, would you buy it?
Probably. If it was dope, I'd buy it.
If it's dope,
that's
I'm
the
gonna
problem.
get it.
But that's the problem with this
how
supply
many-
and demand model is they got us because they know we're going to buy it.
Who do you think would do that though?
What was that?
How many casuals do you think will buy it?
Well, that's where the rumor, like Craven God just typed in Lockhart. Lockhart would be 350 to 400. If Lockhart is real, you're going to see a lot of people. Hey,
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Sony adopted that same kind of model and did like a lower budget version.
if you're going to make them 600,
What do y'all think?
go ahead.
Yeah. What do y'all think they're gonna partner with it? Like we got to think of the accessories too. Some stupid camera.
I don't think it'll be
some
any
other
cameras.
game.
I don't think it'll be any,
2 coming back.
but here is a.
Didn't we talk about that streaming camera that they want to put out? Sony?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
How do y'all feel about a possible mic on the controller?
No.
PS5 is saying that, but here's the problem, bro.
There go her.
You playing, and everything you hear is this. All you hear is this.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody trying to hear all of that.
Not only that, your hand is gonna cover the mic.
Ain't nobody trying to hear that. Yo, Craven, thanks for the follow, my guy.
Thanks for the follow.
So, what was I gonna say? But like I said, if the Xbox One S is the thing, and Sony does the same thing, I think a lot of casuals will jump on that. Oh, this is the new one, and it's this much cheaper, and it's gonna play all the new stuff. It's gonna look better than the one you got now. Cool, let me buy it. The casuals will buy that cheaper console.
Yeah.
It's just
Mr. Craven God says, Mr. Craven, somebody else. Next gen is gonna be all streaming. No, because somebody's outside using a snowblower, if you can hear that. People just ain't got good internet.
It's true.
And like Kev Citizen says before, I didn't spend all my money building my hard play on your hardware.
It's true.
my man say if Mixer doesn't pick up the pace, they're gonna be in the root of Windows Phone and Zoom.
Yeah.
I do think
Zoom.
I do think Mixer. I don't know if investing all that money in those in Ninja and Shroud was necessarily the best move, but I do think Microsoft is really invested in the Mixer right now. Like just seeing, you know, for them going to all these conventions and having a big booth and a big presence, I do think they are doing okay. I think it's too soon to compare them to Twitch. I don't think that's
way too soon.
I think it's too soon to compare them to Twitch. I think it's too soon. I can see
They don't invest enough in events. They invest in people, which is good and all, but I don't watch Ninja. I don't watch Shroud. So
nope.
what's that going to do? You know what I do is watch GDQ and AGDQ. Like I watch those events. I watch E3, but are they on Mixer? AGDQ and SGDQ aren't.
Here's the problem, and I don't want to harp too much on Mixer, but when it was back when it was Beam and this going to Mixer, I think the lure to Mixer was okay. This isn't Twitch. I have an opportunity to grow. There aren't any of these big major streamers over here, so I can come over here and make a name.
Thoughts.
I can make a name for myself. Oh, Shroud is gone? When did that happen? He left Mixer.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know that. But now that they're like getting all these big names over there, I think a lot of people who are the smaller streamers are like kind of feeling how they felt like on Twitch. Like this isn't that, you know, other platform where I can go and try to make a name for myself. I still have to fight, you know, Ninja or whatever. I didn't know Shroud left
I don't know if you've
Mixer.
I don't know if you've seen their partner requirements at Mixer, because they said, oh, it's significantly less than Twitch. I mean, it is, but you still have to have 2,000 followers. I'm like, if you have 2,000 followers, like, you already got it made. You probably got, once his contract is up, Shroud is leaving. Oh, okay.
I'm not seeing, when his contract is obviously, I don't see nothing saying that he left.
Dang. That's got to be a kick. But now, does he go back to Twitch? Because Twitch has been doing weird things to his channel.
And like you said, I never watch these guys when they're on Twitch. You know who I'd much rather watch? Like, let me see Demi streaming. Let me see Hugger
Oh.
streaming. Like, I'm gonna watch y'all. Like,
Yep.
I don't, because even if I like one of these big streamers, the moment I type something in the chat, they'll never see it. Like, y'all not gonna recognize you if you like donate a bunch of money. Like the smaller streamers, like they'll actually appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? It's just Craven Saga has 2K followers on Mixer and it's like 1 million on Twitch. That's a big difference. Big difference. But speaking of that, shout out to the folks. If you are on my Mixer, I'm streaming River City Girls this weekend. River City Girls, I got the physical copy.
I started playing that
from Limited Run. River City Girls on Mixer.
You know what makes Mixer worth it right now? At least for the games I play, especially like Forza. Forza, you have to watch Forza streams to get in-game Forza credits and stuff. So it's like, if they keep integrating their games like that, like maybe it'll bring more people to it, but I doubt it. But it's like, come on.
Whoa, Craven God, there will be no River City Girls slander. I can't wait, man. Like I bought it first. I thought I was like, man, I'm gonna stream this. Like I can't wait. I think I'm gonna stream it Friday night.
Friday
night. Yo, I can't believe it's 8:00 already.
Yeah.
Well,
we started
before
late.
we go.
We did start late.
Yeah, we did start late. Before we go, we got to talk about the big, the bad. We saw some first impression. Doom Eternal.
Doom Eternal.
Clean.
I've been sold on Doom Eternal since the first time I played it. We were at Wait. What was that QuakeCon? Was it last year or the year before last? We played it. Last year, right? Did we play? Yeah. And I was like, yep, I'm good. Like we sat down and they didn't give us enough time to play. Bethesda, you didn't give us enough time to play it. But the time you did give us,
had some other issues.
I was like, yeah, I'm all the way feeling this. It's a day one. They don't have to show me anything else. It's a cop. My man Craven God say straight fire. That's what it is. That's a day one.
Yep. I think because like I don't know if anybody watches Digital Foundry, but I love their stuff. They had 3 hours sit down with it, and it just looks so good. And the ID Tech 7 engine, it looks so good. Like, if you guys played a lot of games back in early 2000s, like Prey and Quake and stuff, most of those FPSs use the Tech 4 engine, so they're still using the engine, but the Tech 7 engine just looks so good, and the animations are so fluid. I think the interesting thing is going to be the wall parkour.
That multiplayer
that's going to frustrate a lot of people.
That multiplayer looks fun too.
Too.
It looks really fun. Like it definitely.
The soundtrack is going to be popping. Graphics look good. Oh,
it's gonna compete for Game of the Year.
Can we all agree that Doom 2016 didn't get the love it deserved? Like, that was probably one of the best shooters of the decades because it was just so fluid. Whether you're playing hard or slow, like, it was good. Like, I don't know if you guys watched Games Done Quick. Shut up, Demi. Dallas, one of you. I feel like a mother. Got to go through all the names. If you guys watch Games Done Quick, but somebody just Bite Me just did a speed run of it. It made me feel like an idiot because it took me hours to play it, but and he played it on Ultra. It's just so amazing to see just the game run and just be fluid and amazing. And we're not getting paid by anybody, guys.
Apparently we're
Xbox, if you want to.
I forgot I haven't done my Game Pass commercial today. Hey, before we while we're here, you buy a Series X, you're gonna get a month of Game Pass. All the Xboxes, Microsoft game day one. You have to worry about buying no game. You got Game Pass for a month. Enjoy it and check it out. There you go. Phil, write my check. We will. I want you guys to do me a favor. I want you guys to look up a game called Swim Sanity. It is a gem that we ran across at PAX South. I'll be doing a video about them that should be released hopefully tomorrow. And I'm also in works with. I talked to the developers while we were there, and they have agreed to come on and talk to us on the show. So I'm hoping to get them on for the next podcast. I want you guys to look up Swim Sanity and check out the podcast. I'm hoping we get them on next week, if not the week after. But it's definitely a gem. along with a game called Greek that I will be contacting soon as well to bring them on. They agreed to come on and talk to us. Yes.
Oh yeah, that's it right there.
Greek.
Mm-hmm.
So go on Twitter and follow at Greek, at PlayGreek.com. Follow them and tell them that the 2XP podcast, Fame and T sent you there. So definitely gonna hopefully get them on Swim Sanity first and then get them on next. I want to say that before we do outros because YouTube tells us once you say you're doing outros, everyone begins to leave. So I want to get that out there. We got some developer interviews that are coming. So go check them out, and then that way you guys are prepared to hear the developers talk about these two amazing titles. I wouldn't recommend a bad game for y'all. Going left to right, Citizen Snips.
Wait, right here is when like Demi would usually tell you, yeah, you would because you play Dauntless.
Wait, he'd do a random sponsor. Hugger, you want to come up with a random sponsor for us?
Well, we know we're always sponsored by Random Spoons.
Random Spoons, definitely.
Random Spoons, yep.
Also, we're sponsored by DFW Sperm Bank. You whack it, we stack it.
We're also sponsored by Retainers R Us. You know, you got your old retainer, donate it, give it to somebody else. Sorry.
Craven, thank you. Dauntless is awesome. Tell these uncultured swines how amazing Dauntless. Tell both.
I love how that's the first person to defend you in how many.
Tell these uncultured swines that Dauntless is amazing. Thank you. Craven God, you are welcome. Craven God, you're welcome to come on this podcast anytime so we can bless these people.
What's funny, Fame? It's Demi that rips up. Me and Dals have never said that Dauntless is bad. I like Dauntless, but if I'm going monster hunting, I'd rather play Monster Hunter.
We've even played it with you, so you know we don't play.
Exactly. How many hours did we play it, boy?
But y'all stop playing.
Yeah, because other games came out.
Once I got Dragon Ball Fighters on Switch, I was like,
y'all, I don't know if I can play Greek.
Why not?
Because the title, Memories of Azura, I don't know if you guys remember Mass Effect. Mass Effect 2, when they went to Ilium, what Azura means. It's like, now I'm going to think about that every time I play that game, and I can't.
You're going to love Greek. So yeah, Swim Sanity and Greek. Go look them up. Tell them we sent you. We're going to have them on the podcast soon. Left or right, Citizen Snips.
Yo, thanks for coming, everybody. Don't forget to go check out playgreek.com. There it is for you one more time, just in case you need a reminder. But really cool game. I want that on my Switch. And that's really all I have to say for now. Peace out.
My favorite Canadian.
What's up, y'all? It's finally warmed up. It's only -7 right now. It was -50 last week. So I'm just basking in this warm weather. And see you guys next week. Hopefully we'll have Meek and Demi back. And some good news happens, hopefully. Yeah. Chill out, guys.
Your girlfriend's favorite rapper.
What up? Hey, I'm probably gonna be spending some time reading.
Ooh, I got mine too.
Yet, but
nerd.
You know I like them comic books and I like them games, and I like it even better when there's comic books based on games. So,
hey, got that old baby comics, little baby, got them old baby comics.
And I had to pick that up because I was thinking, like, you know how I've been feeling about Switch lately, and that's like one of the perfect games to be playing on Switch. So, anyway, we had fun. We're gonna have fun again next week. Hopefully, the homies is here. I don't know when the Swim Sanity people are coming through, but that's gonna be a good one because I'm interested, and it's a pretty fun party game that'll make you hate each other. And Fame cheated when we played it. Yeah.
Don't get mad because I went 19-2, baby. Don't be mad because I killed y'all. But hey, the chat was dope. Like Rain, Zinc, Craven, Dizzy. Man, shout out to everybody that came to Woodflow, Pixel G Bot, Chris Righteous, Thank you guys for coming through and rocking with us, man. It is much appreciated. We do appreciate you guys. Wherever you are watching, hit that like button. Please share and subscribe. Subscribe, and those things the best thing you can do for us. We'll be back next week. Hopefully making y'all laugh. Peace out.
Peace.
Peace.